Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yes, sir, I do.
It's the aggressive behavior towards another individual.
So, well, domestic violence is basically, there are different types of domestic violence, and there also is just domestic violence is when there's action being took. And usually it's when you're in a relationship or you have this strong relationship where you feel comfortable with a person, but at the same time, it arouses that sometimes they just get out of hand, and it just comes usually with violence, or it comes with mental or verbal in that kind of area.
Domestic violence is anything that is causing a person harm, whether that be physical, emotional, or psychological.
I think physical, mental, emotional.
Okay, well, definitely picking back up what I was saying, mental, physical, verbal. Basically, it doesn't have to be physical, but more so just a type of domestic violence in that area.
You have the physical domestic violence, which is actually where a man or a woman is actually battering or abusing the other individual, and then you also have verbal domestic abuse, so where they're doing verbal insults, causing a person not to feel very positive about themselves, demeaning or putting them down in any kind of way negative. And you have the psychological aspect of where you're possibly locking a person into a room, threatening them with something, or physically burning them with something like that. Those are just different forms of domestic violence that I see personally, in my opinion.
I am aware.
I would sense that, but I wasn't really aware of it.
I wasn't aware until recently that there are certain cases of domestic violence on campus.
I think as far as campus police maybe hosts more events that are explaining what domestic violence is and how to be aware of when you're in a situation with domestic violence and how to counteract domestic violence from another person. And as far as students, just being aware and going to those events so you can be aware of what domestic violence is, so you don't have yourself in those situations to where you're getting emotionally, physically abused by another person.
I would say definitely with campus police, we have to be more secure. I feel like at times we be too lenient into who we let on campus, so we definitely can change that up, definitely, as far as campus police. And then with students, the best thing they can do is definitely not walk along by themselves, because as they walk along by themselves, that really make them, victims for that. So you always want to walk in groups of 2, 3, 4, like females. If you don't have a friend, just have a dude that you can trust, be like, okay, can you walk me home, because I don't feel safe in there. So definitely, that's what we need to start doing.
I believe that at the university, or dealing with a lot of the student body organizations, as well as getting with faculty and staff members to create maybe a possible board, set up a helpline or a hotline, gives out some pamphlets or brochures at various different events that would actually bring people to let them know that they don't have to be afraid to actually come forward and report it rather than later, because we don't want to have a death incident on campus due to domestic violence.